Order of operations. We use order of operations when we're working out math problems that have more than one step. So if you look down below, what do I do first? 10 divided by 2 plus 3 times 4 times 4. Well, there is a certain procedure that you need to do first. So that's what you're going to learn today. Your objective. I will use order of operations to find the value of the expressions. Today, as you go through the lesson, you may want to watch the lesson through once and then go back and practice the problems that I've given you on each slide. Or if you choose to do so, you can watch the first one or two and then start pausing the video and practice working them, and then go back, turn on the video, and making sure that you have done it correctly. Okay, PEMDAS. This is an acronym, and remember, an acronym is where you take the first letter of a word and you kind of put them together so you remember what the words are. PEMDAS, that's what we're going to call this, PEMDAS. And I have a funny little story, actually, to help you remember PEMDAS. And so I'm going to tell this to you. This is my dear Aunt Sally. Remember, this is just a story. It's not my real Aunt Sally. Aunt Sally is so embarrassing. Every time we go to a restaurant, we are having to excuse her behavior. We're constantly saying, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Well, you're probably thinking, well, what does she do? Well, one of the things she's horrible for is belching. Oh my goodness, every time we turn around, she's belching. There she goes. And we're having to excuse her behavior. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. We love her very much, but her behavior out in restaurants is horrible. Okay, if you can remember that story, that's going to help you remember our acronym. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. These words stand for math terms. Please stands for parentheses, and we must do parentheses first. The next thing we look at is exponents. Exponents you haven't been introduced to yet, so for now you will not be getting any problems with exponents, and in a little while I will expose you to what exponents are, and then we'll maybe start practicing some. Then my dear stands for multiplication and division. That's the next step that you would be doing. Multiplication and division are both done at the same time, and then the last step that you look at is Aunt Sally. That stands for addition and subtraction. So if you can remember, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, and that's an acronym, and each letter that starts the PEMDAS, that stands for something. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, those are done in the same time, addition and subtraction. So when we look at math problems, we always start with the P. We start with PEMDAS, and then we move to exponents, and then you move to multiplication and division, and then you look at addition and subtraction. Let's look at our first problem. Look for parentheses first. If you come down to the problem, 2 plus 4 minus 2, we do see parentheses first. Because the P in PEMDAS comes first, we must do the parentheses first. So 2 plus 4. Again, I want you to bring down those lines, the carets, pretend like it's a funnel, and the answer to that is going to funnel down right below. So what is 2 plus 4? You're correct. It is 6. Now I want you to bring down the rest of the problem. So you're going to bring down the problem. Otherwise, if you leave it up top, it's easy to forget. 6 minus 2. Oh, wait, let's go back. We just did parentheses, so I'm going to check mark that. Exponents, we don't need to worry about right now. Were there any multiplication and division? Not down here. That's our step we're on now. Nope. Check that off. How about addition and subtraction? Yes. And you always start on the left and work towards the right. All right, 6 minus 2 is 4. So the answer to this problem is 4. That wasn't so bad. All right, let's look at the next one. PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. So P for PEMDAS is first. We must start with parentheses. Come down here to the parentheses. We've got 2 plus 2. Let that answer funnel down right below. What is 2 plus 2? You're correct. That is 4. Now we need to bring down the rest of the problem. We have 3 times That needs to come down. Okay, we did parentheses. We don't have to worry about exponents. Multiplication and division. Oh, look, here's a multiplying sign right here. We only have two numbers, so we start on the left and multiply to the right. 3 times 4, what is that answer? It's 12. Final answer is 12. And we're done. We don't have any addition and subtraction, and we just did the multiplication and division. Okay, this isn't too bad. All right, let's look at the next one. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. Start with parentheses. 3 plus 2 times 4 minus 6. So since we start with parentheses, we need to bring down the 2 times the 4, and that answer funnels down. What is 2 times 4? You're right, that's 8. Now you need to bring down the rest of the problem. We already did what was inside the parentheses, so we need to bring the plus. The 3 needs to come down. Go to the right of the parentheses. We have a minus, and then a 6. Okay, we did parentheses, no exponents. Now check, is there any multiplication? Start on the left. Any multiplication and division? Nope, there's a plus sign and a minus sign. No multiplication and division. We checked that. Now we have addition and subtraction. Start on the left. What is 3 plus 8? You're right, it's 11. Bring down the rest of the problem. That's really important. I'm going to be very picky about that. You must bring down the rest of the problem, because when you get into advanced algebra, when you're in middle school and high school, the problems are really long, and you need to get in the habit of bringing down all the rest of the problems, or the numbers in the problem. Hey, 11 minus 6. What is 11 minus 6? Please rewrite when you have double digits. It's easy to make a mistake. 11 minus 6, we know is 5. So the answer to this problem is 5. I love this stuff. Okay. Again, let's review. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. Good. Look for parentheses first. Oh, here they are. 7 plus 1 is inside parentheses, times 3 minus 5. One step at a time, parentheses first. Doesn't matter where they are in the problem. Wherever they are, you got to do those first. All right, what is 7 plus 1? 8. Now what's the next step? That's right, bring down the rest of the problem. Times 3 minus 5. Okay, everything was brought down. Double check. All right, we did parentheses. There are no exponents. And now we're looking at multiplication and division. We can do both of those at the same time, but you must start on the left and work towards the right. So we need to check for those. Oh, there's a multiplication sign right here. So that means I have to multiply the numbers on the left of it times the number on the right. So 8 times 3. Draw those lines. What is 8 times 3? 24. Bring down the rest of the problem. Do not do minus 5 in your head. Bring down the rest of the problem. Okay. Double digit. I want you to write it over on the side, and I need it to be vertical up and down. Please do not do this in your head. So many mistakes are done. Even the brightest of mathematicians make mistakes when it's horizontal. All right, now we've got it rewritten vertically. Go to the ones place. What's 4 minus 5? You cannot do that. If you're starting with 4, there's no way you can take away a larger number. So we're going to go borrow. He's left with 1. Now we have, oh, it's kind of sloppy. Let me rewrite it up above. Now we have 14. What's 14 minus 5? That's right, it's 9. And 1 minus nothing is 19. So come over here, draw that funnel. 24 minus 5 is 19. Final answer. All right, got another one. Let's review. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, and addition and subtraction. Here we go. Let's look for parentheses. Here they are. 6 times 2. We must do that first. So create that funnel. What is 6 times 2? Funnel that answer below it. That's right, it's 12. Bring down the rest of the problem. Minus 3, whoa, plus 4. Or 4 plus, I should say. There we go. 4 plus whatever the answer was from parentheses minus 3. Okay, I like to double check. We did parentheses. There are no exponents. Any multiplication, division in this final part down here? Nope. Let's move on. Addition and subtraction. We have an addition and we have a subtraction. Remember, once you get to the multiplication or division or the addition and subtraction, you always work from left to right. So starting on the left side of the plus sign, and then the right. Oh, let's make that longer. What is 4 plus 12? Over here, you can write 12 plus 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. 1 plus nothing. 16. Rest of the problem, minus 3. Now we can come over here and continue to do our work. 16, take away 3. 6 minus 3 is 3. 1 minus nothing is 1. So 16 minus 3 is 13. 13 is our final answer. Aren't these fun? All right, let's look at this one. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, and adding and subtraction. We have to start with parentheses. So 13 plus 4 minus 7 times 2. Let's do 7 times 2 first. What is 7 times 2? You're right, it's 14. Now copy the rest of the problem. 13 plus 4 minus 14. Okay, we did parentheses. There's no exponents yet. Any multiplication and division, go down to our whole problem that we have rewritten. Nope, I see a plus and I see a minus. No multiplication and division. There's only addition and subtraction. You must start at the left of the problem and work towards the right. 13 plus 4. If you do it over here on the side, this will help prevent any addition or subtraction issues. 3 plus 4 is 7. 1 plus nothing is 17. So we have 17. Bring down the rest of the problem. Minus 14. Come back over here. 17 minus 14. 7 minus 4 is 3. 1 minus 1 is 0. Remember, when the 0 is first, we don't really write it if it's the very first digit. So 17 minus 14 is 3. Our final answer for this problem is 3. Okay, let's look at this one. Parentheses first. I see we have one set of parentheses, and you can have problems with more than one set of parentheses. And if that's the case, just start at the left. Do all the insides of the parentheses first. All right, in this case, it's 2 times 4. Let that answer funnel down. What is 2 times 4? It is 8. Rewrite the rest of the problem. 3 plus 4 times the answer of the parentheses. Okay, we did parentheses. We don't have any exponents. Now we're looking for multiplication and division. Start on the left. Oh, there's an addition. Oh, there's a multiplication. Guess what? We are required to do that one first. You cannot start on the left and do 3 plus 4. It doesn't work that way. You have to do multiplication and division first. That's why we memorize PEMDAS. So let's come up here and do the 4 times 8. What is 4 times 8? Gotta learn those multiplication tables. 32. Bring down the rest of the problem. Plus 3. Now we have 3 plus 32. Come over to the side, or on a scratch piece of paper. They both work. 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 plus nothing is 3. So if we look at 3 plus 32, the answer to that is 35. Okay? If you would have done 3 plus 4 first, and you didn't follow this order of PEMDAS, remember the title of the lesson is Order of Operations. There is a certain order. If you would have done this differently, your answer would have been 56. And that is incorrect. The correct answer is 35. So it's really important that you follow the order of PEMDAS. Parentheses, exponents. Do all the multiplication and division first, and then all the adding and subtracting, and that was the last step we just did here. Okay? Very important. So your lesson today, I will use order of operations to find the value of the expressions. You were able to do that. If you'd like to go back and review the lesson, please feel free to and double check your answers. This is fun. You will like it.